And somebody says to him, Jimmy, stand up. He says, I'm standing. So he says, just as it is here. Let me say first and foremost that it was a great honour for you to ask me there, because I'd heard so much about it from the boss. He was such a beautiful man. I was lucky enough, I played for Celtic in 3 eras, 50s, 60s and 70s. And I thought Jimmy McGrory had a great knowledge in the game, but unfortunately, signed me 3 times, so I struggled a wee bit. All kidding and joking aside, he was such a gentleman that he would never pass you by. He was always asking about your family, and he mentioned your dad and mum's name. And things like that stick in your memory, because it's a hard game, the football, as you can all appreciate. But he was the type of character that you get the best out of you, because he didn't ask you to do anything that you weren't capable of doing. And the other thing which was most important, he turned around and he always thought about the supporters. And no doubt, I promise you, he spoke about the candy as well. And he'd always say to you, I'd just gone out of the dressing room, and he was such a quiet man, he would say, entertain. This supports your great knowledge, and been working hard all week to pay money to see. He's entertained. And then as you were getting closer to the tunnel, he would say, and the opposition was standing across you, you could see them shouting or something. He would say, entertain. You've got the ability, or you wouldn't be at Celtic Park. Entertain. He was a man about 5'6" and such like, and every so often, particularly when I was part-time, I was just assigned when I was 16, and the McStay brothers would come in. George Patterson was the trainer, and we had so many different individuals that played in that era, and all you heard about was about the history of the club. And see, when you listen about the history, it's steeped in you, honestly. You can't think about anything else as soon as you're walking up. The middle, it's the walkway they call it now. As soon as you're walking up there, everything comes flooding back. He was such a beautiful person. I never heard him at any time. Aside from in 55, and I come back, I left in 60, 61, and then I come back in 65. And he had never changed, he never raised his voice, and he never shouted in and out. He was a great influence in myself, because you could do nothing but do everything that you could to entertain us. And when you come in at time up, you went through every individual and thanked them for playing. That's the type of thing. So whenever I got asked to go up to the candy, I was desperate to come up. And I promise you this, I was so surprised, because I played junior myself with Mary Hart, but going in that, particularly the dressing room, and then going into the lounge, oh, it was awesome. And see standing, just facing you, painted on the wall, pictures never, I was a boss, magnificent. And here again, it was something similar to what happened with George Steenbrook. I'm talking about in the candy, because Alan and Andy asked me to go into the dressing room, and I promise you this, the first time, I think I went in twice this particular year. The first time you could feel the atmosphere. You could listen to them, and that's what like the squad that I had them playing with. They were very, very, very close, and that's what like the candy was. The second time I came, there were more, and they were looking for promotion, but all of a sudden, it was going on to the park, and everyone that was that close, it was a team game, and I seen a big difference in these there. And I must thank you kindly, because you made me feel so important. I mean, you don't realise you were so important to me, because you can see the difference. It's a great opportunity for each and every one of you, and I said that to you at the games. Andy and Alan said it continuously. Enjoy what you're doing. You'll never get asked to do something you're not capable of doing. Just enjoy it. And I hope you get an opportunity to go up to Celtic Park and play. If not, I hope some of the families do, because I'll tell you this much. It's a way of life, Celtic Football Club. And that's the way the candy's going, but it's a way of life.